Hi, this is Seth Green's Boundary, where I do predictions of the future. If you'd like me to do a prediction for you, let me know in the comments below. Just a reminder, we do lives here on Saturdays and Sundays at 10 a.m. Central and Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Central. So make sure you mark it on your calendar so you don't miss out, right, Domino? Yes. Uh, so let's get started with the show today. We got the wife is on deck. We got the cats on deck. And people are asking about Sinead O'Connor being a clone. So all is right in the world, I guess. Now, this is from, I believe it was Daisy Chains had asked the question from last show. And she was watching another reader by the name of Janine. Very good reader. But every time that there's a little weirdness in the celebrities, she's always calling them clones. So this is where the question comes from. Is or was Sinead O'Connor actually dead or is dead? And is she coming back as a clone or something? So let's have a look at that. As Domino sits tall. Hello.
I can see the tip of his ears.
Yeah. You got to get taller so everybody can see you. See? Hello.
The camera lower.
Yeah, we could. Nah. Oh, well. You can sit there. Anyways, let's get into this particular thing. Yeah, she did pass away not that long ago. A famous singer from quite some time. The clone question, not a clone, okay. But she was into, I guess what was never discussed is why she died or how she died. And I was looking through the news story, and they didn't really mention what actually happened. And I think it was more of a heart situation that she went through. So, I guess, unfortunately, because of certain things, this pretty much what I'm picking up is it was a heart condition why she passed away. Okay, unless they said something, but not quite sure because they didn't say it in the news. But what I'm picking up about Sinead O'Connor, that she had a bit of a heart situation going on, and that's why she passed away. And she was involved in something that wasn't the best fit for her politically. And I'll leave it at that. Okay, so let's move into the next question. We got Daisy Chain. She missed her question. Food problems in UK. And it is going to be a thing in the next little while, but not as bad as many of the other YouTubers are saying. Okay. Prices here in Canada are quite high at the moment for buying, purchasing foods and all that from the supermarket. Are we going to have a shortage of food? I don't see that here for Canada because I do see all the crops, because especially when we go out to the country where the wife's parents are, we do see the crops out there, and they're being grown. They're on the field, and they should be taking them off the field very, very soon. Full crops, nothing wrong with the farming in Canada. Well, let's have the question was for the UK. Will they have a particular situation coming forward? I think it's more of a price situation that's going to be where people can't buy all the foods that they need because of price. But for an actual shortage, I don't think that's going to be a thing because the farmers have been fighting back quite well. Okay, and going away from the nonsense from the governments, especially around it in Europe. Okay, so um, so I don't see any actual food shortages. The only reason that people in the UK or around the world will probably not have enough food to eat is because of price. So you're going to have to get really selective with your shopping. And this is something that I've said a long time ago, uh, quite on the onset of this whole particular situation, where and people didn't believe me at the moment that at that moment that people are going to become very, very selective in the things that they buy. And now we're seeing the reason why is of cost. So you're going to have to sit at the supermarket and go, do I really want those pork chops or get the cheaper farmer sausage? Or those decisions, right? So that'll be a thing moving forward. Okay. So hopefully that answers those questions. And of course, Bob Job was posting something about earthquake weapons on the Discord channel. So there's a little video that he posted on there. And I guess the question is, do they actually have this capability? I was watching the video, and the guy that was on there is a little, almost not real in a way, in a sense. He was in the suit and all that sort of thing, but something was telling me that he wasn't actually a representative of that department that he was claiming to be from. Okay. So go have a look at that video. I think it's in the questions for Andre section on the Discord, and have a good look at the guy. There's something about the guy that didn't strike me as legit. I don't think they actually have the capability of massive attacks like they were saying in the video. I think they can do it in small sections, but not to the extent that many other YouTubers have been saying. Okay. They're not going to be destroying the planet with earthquakes. Though the technology does exist, probably stolen from the alien craft that they found. But I'm not picking up that they're actually going to be using it in any huge way. Okay. So they have it, but I don't think they're going to be using it. And the amount of power that they have with this particular weapon is not as strong as many other YouTubers have been saying. Okay. So hopefully that answers that question. And go have a look at that video. He's kind of get back to me after you've seen that video and relay to me if you see it too. Now, somebody else on the Discord channel was asking about, hopefully I get the name right, is Julius Lamama. In short, he's a politician from South Africa, or trying to be a politician in South Africa, and he's really getting a stir going with this song called "Kill All the White People." Okay, because there's a whole political movement in South Africa from the Black community of getting rid of all the white people, and he's been using this song to rally the troops. And so he's actually been in court and they about this particular song, and it was deemed that he's not in any trouble. So the question was, will he get into jail because of this particular situation, or will they just let it be? they're going to give him enough rope to hang himself with. I think that's their strategy for the moment. I don't think they're going to put him in prison, because if they did, they would make him into a martyr, and it would make the situation even worse than what it is now. And it's pretty bad right now. So if they actually put him in prison or jail, now you're making it more intense. So they don't want that sort of thing moving forward. What they're going to be doing is try to get him into a position where he's going to be hanging himself. Okay, so keep an eye out on that particular news. I think they're going to be setting him up for some type of fall in some way. Okay, so keep close. He's not going to get any jail time, but he is going to be hanging himself as a result of some of the things that they're allowing him to do. Okay, next question is the title of today's show, SEC versus crypto. We've seen a lot of the stuff on the news and all that sort of thing about Gary Gensler. He's having an emotional fit. He's going after XRP again. He's going after Coinbase again. And of course, all of this is planned. It's a plan that they're going by. So they're not going to be actually going through with many of these things that he's saying. It's more of a scare tactic moving forward. They want to get in place the BlackRock, Fidelity, and all of them as the exchanges in the United States. They want to try to get rid of the other exchanges with their particular stable coins and all that sort of thing. Any of that opposes BlackRock and Fidelity and BACT and I forget all the other ones. And what we've been seeing in the news is many of those companies are moving outside of the States and doing business there. So they're setting things up for their own particular businesses to be the exchanges. And a reading I did a long time ago, there's only going to be a couple exchanges that are going to be allowed in the United States. And people kind of went, well, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Now we're starting to see that prediction start to come true, where there's going to be 4 or 5 exchanges that are going to be left within the United States. And that's the way they're trying to set it up. Okay? It's all according to some master plan that they have. It's kind of backfiring on them because it's actually doing the opposite for many of the people that are into cryptocurrencies. We have VPNs, and it is on the internet. So, and they're waiting for 4 to 6 months to unleash everything when they get all their stuff underway. And what happens in 4 to 6 months? I wonder if anyone can guess. So it's August, September. It's after October, November, December, April. Going up to April. What happens in April? Happening. I think they're going to be waiting until that moment, and everything is going to be exploding. And that's where we're going to have the singing monkeys and the dancing girls. You watch. You'll see. Buy it from our exchanges. Don't go to Coinbase. Come to Fidelity. That's where you're going to get your Bitcoin. Okay, so the SEC, their plan is actually going to go according to plan. If you have any Bitcoin and any of those cryptocurrencies, hang on to them. Do not do any knee-jerk reactions and sell them at this particular time. Don't have them on the exchanges, okay? Especially if you're in the United States. Keep them in your Trezor wallet or your Ledger Nano and sit on it, because there's going to be some big things that are going to be happening in the next couple months, 4 to 6 months. That's the new rumor that's going around, and there is some validity, and it kind of lines up to what many of the things that I've been seeing and saying on here. Okay, so a lot of the Gary Gensler thing of fear mongering is kind of working, but mostly not, especially with the hardened crypto enthusiasts. It's just making them buy more. Okay, so hopefully that answers any questions about the SEC versus crypto. If you're not part of our Discord channel, which I've been mentioning quite a bit, where a lot of these questions have come from, it's free to join. I get the link here for everybody, put it into the chat so you can grab it as it flings by. There it goes. It's a great time. We've got a lot of people in there. I think we got 59 now. So you can be part of our growing community of like-minded individuals. A lot of things are everything from cat memes to actual political and crypto-related news and everything in between. So make sure you get in there. It's free to join, and it's a very good community started there. Okay. Bentley. Hi, all. PayPal launched its own stablecoin. Will this be successful for PayPal long term? A good stock to buy or stay out of? Couple questions there. So, yes, they just launched their stablecoin. Will this be successful? That would be the first question. For a little bit larger community, it's going to be bringing in newer people into the crypto space, because in the United States, I believe it's not here in Canada yet, where you can actually buy cryptocurrencies on top of PayPal. And that's probably where the stable coins are going to be. And it's going to be the way of getting stable coins for the majority of the people in the United States, since they're getting rid of Coinbase and Binance and all those, or trying to. So there's going to be a couple of avenues to get your stable coins, and PayPal is going to be one of them, and it's going to be fairly successful. Would I load up on any stable coins? No, because it's 1-to-1 with the US dollar, and the US dollar is sinking like a ship. So not the best place. Temporary, it's good for temporary stuff, but not for long term. Okay. So yes, it is going to be fairly successful. They got the platform for that. Stock, I think their stock is going to be coming to fruition in a big way in the very near future. And I think they're going to be one of the top companies in the next couple of months coming up, because of the release of this particular project. And I think they're going to be revamping a lot of their platform in the next little while to accommodate the cryptocurrency aspect. It's not here in Canada yet, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty sharp. Now you can actually take your cryptocurrencies off the PayPal app, so, and put it in your Trezor wallet, which is a good thing. Okay, so hopefully that is answers your question. Dilly dilly card reading on the future of HBAR crypto, please. Will it be used by the elites and big businesses? Let me ask this question already. HBAR is very successful cryptocurrency. I do think it's going to be used by the elites coming up very, very soon. It's going to be one of the ones that they're going to be putting onto the new exchanges that they're going to be doing. How successful those are going to be, uncertain, but that's the way they're trying to do it within the United States, or a portion of it anyways. But the question is, will it be used? And I do think it will. I don't HBAR will be successful, not because of the elites using it for their business needs. It'll be successful on its own. That's going to be a separate thing. When the elites start to do it, people kind of ignore that. It's kind of like something's really hip, and then you see your mom doing it, and it's not so hip anymore. I think that'll be the sentiment when the elites start doing it, and they'll be going, ugh, you got to go over here. So a good portion of the people that thought HBAR was hip are going to be less so, and probably go a different way with HBAR. HBAR itself will be fine, okay? And it's not because of the elites using it for whatever they're going to be using it for. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question. Oh, the 5 to 10 year outlook. Yeah, 5 to 10 years, it's going to be a part of the entire cryptocurrency money system that's going to be coming out very, very soon. It's going to be very successful. You have to remember, though, the elites want most people out of the regular folks like us, out of cryptocurrencies. It's only going to be for the rich until they say so. Okay? And then you can get the dust after they're done with it. Okay? So hopefully that answers your question. But 5 to 10 year outlook looks pretty hot. Just keep sitting on it. How will my cryptos do in the first 6 months of 2024? Not bad. Most cryptocurrencies are going to be doing very, very well. I don't know exactly what you have, but the feeling is that you probably need more Bitcoin. For one, can never have enough of that, because it's going to be exploding, and a lot of other things are going to be tied to it. That and Ethereum, Chainlink, Litecoin, and XRP. Okay, so if you have those in your portfolio, you're going to do very, very well. If it's in the top 50 cryptocurrencies, it's going to do pretty good. Anything below that, it'll be okay. So you're going to have some new opportunities coming up for yourself in the next little while to gain more of the more functioning cryptocurrencies in the long run. And you're going to be doing some flipping around of cryptocurrencies. The stuff you have is not bad, but I think you can do a little bit better and make a couple different changes, little nuances to your portfolio. And I think it's going to be a really good one in the first 6 months of 2024. You have to remember, when the halvening happens in April, all cryptocurrencies are probably going to be exploding in price at that particular moment. Not because the cryptocurrencies that you hold are the most amazing thing. It's just because Bitcoin is exploding in price and everything else kind of follows along with that. So keep that in mind as we're moving along. Look for those cryptocurrencies that move up on their own. Okay. But overall, I think you're going to be okay once you do a few minor adjustments. Okay. Thank you for that. MC Money again. Timmy answered this question. Huh?
Did you actually answer it?
Yeah, a couple shows ago.
Oh.
MC Money token, so on to be offered by 10 times its pre-sale price. Good to buy. What did I say about MC Money? I said it was okay. Pre-sales, once the cryptocurrency gets out in the wild on the exchanges, it has always, every time has this big pump for a short period of time and then drops like a rock. And it's usually a little under the price that you paid per coin every time. So, unless you're really skilled at doing that sell at the top thing, I personally don't. We tried doing this once before. We're so.
Well, we didn't know we were supposed to sell.
We didn't know.
I didn't know.
But if you understand that premise, okay, that it's going to do that, it's going to go up, 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 up as soon as it hits the market. And then it's, if you 15, 20, 30% above what the price that you put in, and then it's going to sink. Okay? Just to let you know. Yeah, sell immediately. As soon as it hits the tarmac, it'll go sell. And we know, and actually a couple of gentlemen that do that, and they made quite a bit of money doing this with pre-sales. Okay, not every time it works though, but a lot of the times it does. It always does this pump and then dump. Okay, and then it just does this forever, it seems. Now, depending if you're ready and you're quick on the trigger, okay? Too bad Dark's not here. He would give you information on how to do that. It'll do what I just described, but you have to be quick on the trigger. Overall, I think it'll do the thing, then dump, and then bounce around a couple cents under the price that you paid for it. So if you want to do it that way, it'll be fine if you're quick. If not, I wouldn't bother, because you're going to be waiting a long, long, long time to get your money back. Okay? Hopefully that explains it to you. Thank you. Jen B. Hi, Andre. What can you see for me this month, please? Yeah, go on for Bob again. He's on the side. Go talk to Dark. Tap him on the shoulder. Ask him about how to do that. He would know better how to do that than I. Okay? Getting back to Jan. What do I see for Jan B? This is where you're going to be this month. You're going to be coming more out of your shell than you have in the past. You're going to be feeling excited about something, and a lot of your personality that you've been kind of hiding is going to be coming out of the woodwork. I think you've been bottling up some thoughts and feelings about a certain subject, and I think you're going to get to that point when you can't keep it bottled up anymore, and it's going to be changing everything, a course of everything into the future for the better. Okay. Once you do that with kindness, it's going to be opening a lot new doors for you coming up in the new month. Okay, so be ready, have fun, be kind, and a lot of new doors are going to be opening up for you. Okay, hopefully that helps out. Any chance of 1 hour readings again? Possible. What does the wife think?
As long as there's quality questions, maybe we could go for an hour.
The reason that we went to a half-hour show from an hour is halfway through there was some difficulty because there's not enough people on here to keep the thing going, and you're kind of just saying things for the sake of saying things. If we have a lot of good questions, yes. If it's the same thing over and over again, no. Okay. So it's up to you guys if you would like to see that, or we may just keep going until we run out of good questions and then cut it up from there. Okay, that was the particular reason why we started doing that, because it was getting a little slow. Okay, it's not that we dislike you, we love you, but there's not enough good questions. Okay, so want to do some? Do we got more?
Yes.
We'll do more. We'll do a couple more.
Okay.
UK going to cbdc basic income, which will include me. 3 cards. So they're doing that thing, eh? You can always say no. Or change it into something else. Whatever the situation that you're going to be finding yourself in, it's going to be turning you around. CBDCs are not the end of the world, but you're going to have to start to work with it if that's your only option. Okay? Soon or no money. Of course, you always have your cryptocurrencies and cash. Unless they give you your basic income in cash and you have no other means of making income, you might have to grin and bear it. Okay, and be a good boy so they don't cut you off. But there is a happily ever after card that came up. That there's going to be something that's going to be happening very, very soon within the UK that's going to be changing many of the things that you are fearful of. Okay, make sure that you're focusing on the things that you want and not the things that you do not want. Okay, and I do think you're going to be everybody's going to in the UK is going to be turning that around into something much, much better. Okay, thank you for that. Hi, Andre, Yvonne. Stock market will crash from August to December. Okay. It's kind of written like a statement, but yes. That is in the works in around that particular time. I always keep saying that it's going to be a wonderful Christmas, the Christmas crash. Okay. So, yeah, around in that period of time, we're going to start to see a stock market crash. Okay. Thank you for that. USDT still can duplicate its value this year, or is it not longer a potential price change? if you're going to be playing with stable coins and all that sort of thing. I don't play with stable coins myself. It's not a long-term thing. So if you are doing something with that, like they have many products and stuff that they utilize. Okay, I think you're going to be fine. They are going to be fine with whatever they're going to be doing, and they are going to be surviving much of the situation that they find themselves in. They're going to be standing their ground, and they're going to be holding the line against many of the things that are coming their way. I don't think they're going to be duplicating, maybe 1.5 or something along those lines to have a potential price change. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. Michelle O. Oh.
Is it Michelle or is it Michael?
Michelle Obama, I guess they're asking. Does it matter? Not really. But I do think it is. She is a male. Least her Adam's apple is quite big. Shh, don't tell anybody. But I don't know why this is a point of concern for many people. But yeah, it's a guy. It's actually coming out now that Obama is gay and and same with Trudeau. He's bisexual and having an affair with Macron. But does it really matter? No. Should be paying attention to the things that actually matter, like the banking system and why you don't have enough Bitcoin in your treasure. That's the thing to focus on. Getting enough food on the table and paying your rent. And the key to that would be having more Bitcoin in storage. Okay. But it is a guy. Thank you for that question. August 22nd, good for gold, but crypto. Yeah, it's all good. Even if it goes down in that period of time, people are looking for this huge downfall of everything. It's all good. If crypto goes down, buy more. Put it on your treasure. Sit on it, because it's all going to go back up explosively in the next little while. Okay? It's this scenario that I explained in the very beginning of the show with BlackRock, Fidelity, all them, the SEC. They all have something planned to keep you out of the cryptocurrencies and for them to buy it all. And at the particular moment in time when they feel ready, right? You're going to have the dancing girls and the singing cats and all that advertising that you should be buying their ETF, right? And what's going to happen to the price? So I'm hoping that you're getting the point. This is how they're rigging the system to their favor. And so when everybody goes to run to get that sweet, sweet Bitcoin, where are they going to buy it from? Probably BlackRock, which is going to make them a lot of money. Keep that in mind in the next little while. Okay, thank you for that. My sister has a new boyfriend and seems happy. Okay. Has she finally met the one? Or a one? Doesn't have to be the one. Everything is a learning experience. She's going to be moving forward fearlessly in this particular situation. And yes, it is going to be just something that's going to be lasting for quite some time. And it's a good pairing of the two. Okay, so kick up your heels and celebrate the situation. It's going to be a long-lived situation for the two of them. Okay, hopefully that helps you out. How we doing? Andre, you still not seeing a power outage for a few days? Not here. But you're asking about the UK. No, I don't see that particular situation happening in the UK. They're already wound up enough in the UK that if they started doing stupid things like that, we're going to start to see a lot of politicians hanging from trees with ropes around their neck. The situation in Europe right now is very explosive, from what I gather, especially in France. I don't think they want to do that at this particular point in time. Okay. They are losing ground and they're going to be changing into something else. And you're going to get the brunt of everything first, and then it's going to be trickling into the other countries. But there's a huge movement to the right part of the political spectrum, and that's going to be coming your way in the next 2-3 months' time. Okay? That's going to be making everything go to the right in a big way. Okay? So don't worry about that. But have that food and stuff ready. Hi, Andre. May I please get your insight into the Man El Mary? Again. Didn't we ask this already? I think he's bald. That's the first thing I saw. Nice and a nice bald. Not like if I was bald. Scary. The wife's laughing already. I was blessed with hair, which is very, very good. I think he's going to be bald and he wears it well. Depending if you like it or not, I don't know. I just got this sense of it's going to suit him well. And I think he's going to be very, very nice person, and he's going to be making you laugh, and he's very caring and bald. Okay? Hopefully that answers your question. Do you see my daughter Helen going to school in Utah or North Carolina? Doing the university thing? Maybe. It's going to be in Utah. Everything lines up to be in Utah for whatever reason. I think that's what she's going to be choosing, or it chooses her. Okay? Thank you for that. That's it. Make sure you join us on the Discord. You can ask me many other questions.
There's one more.
Well,
Okay, next show.
Next show. If you'd like to be part of our Discord, the Discord is free to join. Wonderful things from cat memes to ask Andre a ton of questions on there, and that usually becomes part of our show if we have the space. If you like a personal reading with me, make sure you get to psychicreadingsbyandrew.com. If I don't answer everything in the show, all that information is there. If you like a personal healing with my wonderful wife, the Reiki Master, that information is on there as well. If you like to participate in any of our affiliate links, especially that Trezor wallet, which is on there, if you should happen to purchase a Trezor wallet, know that we make a little bit of money through your purchase. Okay, with that said, make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.
Bye.